Welcome back to another Sunday walk video. It's quite crazy for me to be doing this today. It's 15 degrees out. It is so cold, even though I'm bundled up. It's still so cold. It's almost as crazy as XRP today and some of the other alts that are pumping. So in this Sunday walk video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin this upcoming week, some of the alts that are pumping, and also this one specific category that I told you guys about yesterday, my crypto cruise, that I'm going to be loading up on because I think this category is going to be doing very well in this bull run. And yeah, all right, let's quickly do this before I freeze to death. It is so cold. I don't know how I get through this. Anyways, Bitcoin this week, there's not much to say. Right now, Bitcoin is still hovering under 100K, which I already talked about yesterday with my crypto cruise. It was a very hot one yesterday. A lot of you guys watched it. More or less this week, I think Bitcoin is going to hover where it is. It's like, right now it's like above 97,000, which is a really good spot to be in. We're not too far off from hitting 100K this week. We could do it. Definitely do it. I do think when we cross 100K, things are going to get wild, real wild. I think psychologically that six-figure mark is significant, even though percentage-wise it's not. If you think about it, even from where we are, 97 to 100K, it's just like 1 or 2%. So it's not like a big movement. But I do think psychologically breaking six figures, going above 100,000 is a big deal. And I do think it's going to happen sooner or later. I don't know if this is going to be this week. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. This is December. And I think if it does happen, we're going to see a massive rally. A lot of people have predicted that we will go well above six figures by the end of this month. Earlier this year, like probably September, October, I predicted that I think Bitcoin's will close anywhere from 110 to 120. And I still think that's true. However, if we do have that massive rally, who knows? We could be 140. We closed out November plus 38% or something like that. Maybe it was a little bit less, like 34. High 30s. So even if we have something similar, a plus 30% in December, we're going to be looking at like 130,000 Bitcoin, right? So that could very well be the case, which is, again, crazy. We got so used to 90,000 Bitcoin so fast. It's mind-boggling to think we still started November in the 60s. Man, we closed out the year above 120. We would close out a year 130, 140. Man, it'll be amazing. So we'll see what happens this week. We're inching closer and closer. Normally on Sunday we see like a little dip. This week we didn't see it. Maybe it's a little bit too early. Right now I'm filming a little bit earlier because sun goes down very fast now. We normally see a little dip on Sundays, and then at night we bounce back up. But like right now, actually we're seeing a resurgence in a lot of crypto. But we'll see. This week could be the week. If we break that magical six figures, it's going to get crazy. I really think we're going to see a huge sudden burst upwards, and get ready for that. We're already seeing FOMO across all social media, on all major news outlets. Just wait until we break six figures. It's going to get even more FOMO-ish. Right. Now, as for the few specific alts that have been pumping, including today, of course, you got to talk about XRP, right? Including my video yesterday that did really well, Crypto Cruise. It's better to be late than never. Now, a lot of you guys maybe found my video yesterday surprising. You know what? I think I've made my case pretty clear, right? Even though over the years, never been a big fan of XRP. I have my reasons. I still never liked the business model. Didn't like a lot of things, how Ripple control over 50% of the supply, and they still do. And I always thought XRP should have been a stable coin if they're going to sell it to the banks. Yada yada yada. Being sued by the SEC. You know, I had my reasons. But you know what? XRP is doing well. The SEC's going to get off their back, and Ripple has big plans. And now it's starting to go up. Hey, if you're trying to make money, if you're trying to make money and you're an investor, right? You gotta go with the fastest horse in the race. That's what I always said, right? So it's better to be late than never. So I tweeted out, like, you know, I think I retweeted today, so hopefully you guys follow me on X. So when I tweeted out November 29th, when I went in, like XRP was like 170, like around there. Today it started pumping again, but it was slowly going up, but like it's like at 220 now today. So even within a short amount of time, I'm up like 25%. It's pretty good. And based on what I said yesterday, hopefully you guys watched my video yesterday, even if it doubled, so like I was making this justification that even if it went from like where it was to doubling to where it was in 2018 at its all-time high at 377, and its market cap was where it will be, I should say, at like 300 billion or whatever, it would still be sitting at number 3. It would be under Ethereum, and in today's world, it'd still be okay. It wouldn't be out of whack. And that's assuming everything else doesn't move, right? So with all the hype, with all the momentum, and with all the new policies and the new administration being all pro crypto, and New York about to approve Ripple's new stablecoin, it's looking good. It's looking good. So there's good reason why XRP is pumping. And then also it's not just them, all the American-based coins and all the ones that have something to do with the new Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, which means it's Ripple, Steller, Cardano, Hedera. These 4 in particular have been doing really well. Hedera today is going up, pumping up. Cardano continues to go up. Steller is joining in. These 4 have been doing very well, but Ripple's leading the way. But all 4 have been going up like crazy. And I saw today something too, like I saw some headline saying Bernie Sanders agrees with Elon Musk how Doge should audit the Pentagon after they missed their budget for the 7th time or something like that. So bottom line is, if this new Department of Government Efficiency division is actually legit, and it's not just like a joke, it's a legit, and Elon and Vivek is actually going to really try to change things in our government, right? And they're really going to do stuff and change things, then the 4 companies, the crypto companies, that are going to be involved, like Ripple, Steller, Hedera, and Cardano, they're really going to benefit. And it's already been talked about that they're working on a new digital ID system and a new digital voting system that's going to be put on these blockchains. Then that's real utility. That's actual, right? So again, I see a lot of people say, don't be married to your investments. That's kind of true. Although in crypto, you know, everyone's so tribal. Everyone loves to hold their bags forever and attack people. But, you know, so in some ways, having a good community and being tied to your project is great. That's how projects succeed. But on the other hand, you know what? Yeah. Don't be married to your investments, and it's better late than never. So my XRP holding or purchase has been pretty good, but I had a little holding of Cardano back in the day. I added to that as well. I don't hold any Hedera and don't hold any Steller, but I have been trading them successfully. You guys know I've been trading like a degen on BitUnix a lot. I have been trading them quite a bit. So even though I don't hold those two, but I've been trading them a lot, making money off of them. So that's my way of kind of holding them. And I do trade XRP and Cardano quite a bit as well. So I'm kind of like making money off of those too. But yeah, I just want to bring that out. And I do think there's other companies, other crypto companies that are based in the US that could probably benefit too from all this pro crypto-ness in 2025. They haven't yet. Really, these four companies are leading the way, but I do think eventually retail and the whales, they're going to turn to them. They just haven't yet. We've seen like random L1s, L2s, and other sectors start pumping, but I do think there's something to that, and I'm going to start looking more into them. I do think at some point you're just going to see a lot of different sectors, random coins start pumping just because they're based in the US. I definitely think that's going to start happening. So hint, hint, start looking into them, because I definitely think that's going to happen in 2025. Maybe not now, but in 2025. All right, so just give you an update on those things. Lastly, what I want to talk about is this one sector that I'm loading up on. It's pretty obvious, but some of you guys may think that this sector is only limited to just a few projects, but no, there's actually a lot. So what is this sector? Sorry, it's so cold. My face is so cold. I just want to quit, but I can't because I'm in the middle of the trail, so I can't quit anyways. And there's like no one in here. There was like one person I passed by. One person that's crazy enough to walk this trail right now. You know, it's so cold that the coldness is seeping through these gloves. I gotta get better gloves. So the sector is AI. And AI is very broad because there's many different projects in AI. There's one that's specifically in, like, say, data marketplace. There's data, AI data sets, AI modeling. There's also just AI focused like chains, for example. There's AI deepin, like for like data GPUs, sharing and so forth. So there's like many aspects of AI, but AI obviously is going to play a big part of crypto because it's playing a big part of big tech in general. You guys know during my live streams I focus a lot on macro and even stocks. So Nvidia's been killing it. A lot of companies have been killing it. ChatGPT obviously has been killing it. But you know, a lot of other big tech companies have been joining in the game. But in crypto, we know a lot of companies are starting to get involved. A lot of you guys already do know about Fetch, Singularity DAO, who has now moved to Cardano. So they're one of the bigger ones. They have merged with several other projects, and they're still trying to merge with several other projects. They're kind of like in a weird spot right now because they're merging. So they have done okay, but they haven't done that well, and they're kind of all over the place. If you look at what they're doing, they merge with, they have a chain, they merge with the data marketplace, they also merge with just kind of like a development project. They also have like a GPU farm. They're like all over the place, but because they're merging everywhere and trying to merge with more, it's kind of hard to kind of pinpoint like what their direct niche is right now. So they haven't been doing all that well. They've done a little, they've moved a little bit, but they haven't moved a whole bunch. So, but like when you think about AI in the crypto space, they definitely come to mind. So I'll throw them in there, but they kind of been, I don't know, to me a little shaky recently. But there are others. Another that comes to mind is Render. Render has been absolutely killing it. They're above like 8 billion market cap now. They're really laser focused. So I did pick up a little bit more Render. They're laser focused because they used to be on ETH, and I wasn't a big fan of them on ETH, but they did move to Solana. They're laser focused because they're all about GPUs. They're deep in space. So before, they were all about getting people to share the GPUs. It's more about like graphical. They were more about graphical workloads and stuff. But now they're trying to make a big effort to go into the AI space and processing AI workloads. They haven't made the transition completely, but they're going in that foot space. And a parent company, Render, actually works with Apple. So they haven't made that connection yet, but eventually you figure they can, and Apple can utilize Render and their decentralized blockchain to process AI workloads. That's what everyone wants. That hasn't happened yet, but it could happen. So I think Render could be huge in 2025. And there are many others like Render that I think could pick up because Render is so big already. There's another one that's similar called IO.net. They're exactly doing the same thing, but they're a little bit smaller market cap, around 1 billion, but they're more focused on getting GPUs from like big data centers. Rather than getting users to share the GPUs, they're getting it from big data centers. So, and their pricing structure is a little bit different. So I do think that they have the same kind of potential. So IO is another one in the space. And then there's like other ones that's definitely a little bit smaller. I found another one called Node AI. They are doing exactly the same thing too. It's all about GPU sharing, but Node AI is basically like the AI states. It's all really focused on just AI. Another one I found, you guys know I love Solana. There's another one called Tars AI. It's not in a deep end, it's not deep end space, but I saw Tars AI. It's just like an overall AI project that's trying to create all this stuff like useful dApps and a marketplace and a search engine on top of Solana. Looks kind of promising. I don't know how much they built, but yeah, they're, supposedly they're working with Google. I don't know to what extent, and the support by Solana Foundation. You guys know I love Solana, so because of that, they may have potential, and relatively low market cap, 200 million. So I did pick up a little bit of them as well. But yeah, there are a lot of projects, guys. A lot of AI projects. So I did pick up a little bit on some of these AI. I do think that going forward, I'm going to pick up more AI projects going forward. I know I get pitched a lot during these live sessions. A lot of people ask me random AI projects, and sometimes I look at them, I don't like see anything, because quite honestly, a lot of these AI projects are still in development. A lot of them, like here's an example, another one, like Flux. I have a little bit of Flux too. Flux is also another deep in project. They are also like kind of like Akash too, but like Flux is a pure deep end play, and then they're now transitioning to AI. I was looking at them the other day. They have Flux Edge is all about like GPUs, and they're trying to come out with their own like kind of ChatGPT, and they have their data models too, where they can help enterprises come out their own chatbot and everything. So they're not like really into AI, but they're transitioning to it. And Akash is another one that's kind of in that space. So there are a lot of projects that are in the deep end space that didn't start out in the AI space, but now they're transitioning, and I think that's smart. But yeah, I think for 2024, or 2025, excuse me, 2025, AI is definitely going to be a big year for AI, right? We already know about DeFi, which is kind of coming back because we know that we're getting a new, more pro crypto SEC chair. We already know we got deep in, we got gaming, we got memes, of course, but AI is a new sector. Wasn't a big one in 2021. This is a brand new sector for this cycle, and it could be absolutely huge. If you think about it, AI sector really didn't exist in 2021. So I know a lot of people have already talked about it before me. I may be late to it, but again, kind of like XRP, better late than never. There's a lot of money to be made. Don't ever think you're too late. The cycle, the most bullish part of this cycle is about to begin, so it's never ever too late to transist, to get more, and to make money, I guess, right? So I'm finally done, guys. Finally done. I'm freezing my butt off. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, as long as I'm not sick. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.